Trey Songz is what's popping, and his legal troubles just keep on getting worse and worse and worse.
Wait, I thought he was exonerated. Someone had accused him of...
Yes.
Yeah?
But now he has voluntarily turned himself into the police, and that was in New York, after allegedly punching two people in a bowling alley. That was in October. And he went on and reportedly met with law enforcement at the end of November. That was last month, after he was accused of hitting a man and a woman in the face, leaving one of the victims hospitalized.
So wait. So his victims were a man and a woman?
Yes. Imagine that. Well, he allegedly punched a woman in the face in the bathroom at the bowling alley. I do not know what caused this altercation or what
Bowling
caused him
alley
to
is a
punch
very
her.
dangerous place.
It's a very dangerous place.
What goes on there, man? Didn't a guy get shot there a few weeks ago?
Take off. That's where Takeoff was killed, shot and killed. Imagine that. But anyway, his lawyers went on to say that they're collaborating with the police to have the situation, resolved. And they went on to say, I quote, this is what the lawyer said, we will respectfully and proactively work through all the appropriate channels as we are confident that Trey Songz will be fully cleared of any wrongdoing.
Okay. I wish you'd spend more time working on making music.
Instead of punching people in bowling alleys.
He's been very quiet, far too quiet. All right. What else is popping?
Well, Netflix is what's popping, and this is something that's happening in the UK. Well, the UK has gone on to say that sharing passwords for online streaming services such as Netflix is now against the law.
Against the law?
Against the law, and that is according to a government agency. And the Intellectual Property Office said that the practice breaks copyright law.
To share a password?
To share a password. It went on to say that it is common in the UK for people who don't live together to share their streaming service passwords, despite this typically being against terms of service agreements. Well, Netflix has never indicated, I beg your pardon, Netflix has never indicated it would take any legal action in such cases.
Wow. So I think they're just going to cause people to go back to going to pirate sites and downloading things because they're making it too much of a hassle now.
Yeah.
Because there was a certain convenience to have, first of all, having most of the shows and movies all found to be found in one place. But now that there's now so much, all of these studios have claimed their properties, and so all these shows are now going to different streaming platforms. So instead of as before where you would pay just one subscription, Netflix, and get everything, now I got to pay Disney Plus, Amazon Prime, Apple,
HBO,
all this other stuff.
All of them.
You get what I'm saying?
It's ridiculous.
So it's becoming so expensive, and now they're now penalizing you sharing a password.
Exactly, making it very inconveniencing. Because how would they know that? It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah,
so for instance, if we lived in the same household and we had one password to the so if I give it to you and you're at work and you want to use it, and yet we live in the same household, and as in I don't get it. I don't get it. So it doesn't even make any sense, because the way Netflix responded to this, they took to their Twitter and they said, love is an addiction and love is sharing a password.
Well, I remember a time when there was a lady that came over and we wanted to watch some Netflix. And chill. and so I think I hadn't renewed my account for a while, so we logged in with hers, right?
Yeah.
And it was a very short-lived fling. Didn't last very long. She caught me misbehaving and dumped me.
Okay, you shared her password.
No, I didn't.
You gave it to someone else.
No. As in, I was misbehaving, doing other
bad things,
stupid things.
Bad person. Okay.
That men do.
And
so she found out and she dumped me. And then, so I remember going home and turning on the sort of the TV box.
Yeah.
And it still
had her profile.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so of course I just left it alone. I would never touch it, but every now and then I would just see the films that she's been watching or the things she's been recommended to. It will just be scrolling on the screen. That
is so sad. Why didn't you just delete her profile?
Well, because if I opened it, I was afraid that if I clicked on it to open it, it would show that someone was using her account from another place, and I didn't want her to feel weird about that.
I don't think that you have to delete.
So I just deleted the app.
Why? Okay, then delete it and reinstall it.
I shall when I find the strength.
Oh my God, my cough is still breaking. What is wrong with you, Fatboy?
But so Netflix not doing itself any favors.
No, it's not. It's actually the UK government that is making this very complicated. And the Intellectual Property Office also went on to say that it's both criminal and a civil matter. And they went on to say, quote, there are a range of provisions in criminal and civil law which may be applicable in a case of password sharing where the intent is to allow a user to access copyright protected works without payment.
But I just don't understand, because is this universally applicable to other services that can be accessed through a password? So for example, let's say if you were using Photoshop on your laptop or software, and then I gave you my password for that, would that be against the law too? I mean, I'm wondering how broadly this can stretch and how it can be applied.
Exactly. That's the thing, and that's what a lot of people on social media are also asking. They're just complicating the thing. Let a crime be committed and then you penalize the person. I mean, there's a lot of terms and conditions there, right? And it's important for people to actually read these terms and conditions. But Netflix hasn't, put out any formal statements against this. They just only, jokingly tweeted that.
Oh, okay. Are they planning to challenge it, fight it?
Not, I don't have any of that information by now. Okay. As per now.
All right.
But I'll be following up on it because I love Netflix and I do like to share my password. I mean,
with who?
You know what? I also have a similar story, but unlike you,
went to a dude's place and
no. I put him on my account. I included him on my account. So after we broke up, I mercilessly deleted him and changed the password. You're not getting any benefits from me.